Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. X3. 218. Chop snap.
Block now on first down. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, team 6.
53, check 53. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey. High 7. 5.
Clock going to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 67 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Set, ready. 8-3. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Check 31, check 31.
Blue draw Corkers. Bravo.
Check mine.
Check go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Open man is Higgins. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they try the right side here.
I got you, boy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Stay tripping.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. T.J. Watt coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Ready, ready.
Now a handoff looking right. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Now he's forced out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
Protein spill.
Check 3.
Rock it. Now.
Off the play fake. Herbert. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hey, now look, we got Mike 50, huh? Rip right. Check nickel. Kill.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Go.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J. Watt, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Colts 3.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythical...
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Darius Leonard able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Silver.
In his end zone, here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
8, read.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
rush. Hard.
Alert 3. Hey,
Deep grip. Deep grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Mike 50. Let's go. Tie that left. Tie that left. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts have taken the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it backer. Check it backer.
Check it down.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Got it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
General West.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get it.
Okay, ready?
57, Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
57 is Mike. Mike 57.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Set. 60 or.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
On first and 10 is Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now to the air. Rock. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready. 30 base. They're running it. 6-6. Pull it high.
On third down, it's Connor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They come out here in the eye. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Foxtrot.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Goodbye.
To throw again. Herbert. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
Let it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Out. 3 down. 3 down.
2nd and 6. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Herbert. This pass complete to Higgins. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get off the field,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Greystone travel.
Now they try the right side here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
15 line. 15 line.
Here I come, here I come.
Smoke. Get it.
2nd and 15. Ebron caught left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Now.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Hey, zoom.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
5.
Throwing on first down. Herbert gets this one to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
3rd and 4.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike 50. Ready? Check. Check 42.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Sanders' kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, a run with Connor. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Who that? Whip.
Topper. Hey, high 7.
From midfield, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check 3. 49, check 49, check 49. Jim.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch safety. Pilot, 64, weak. Safety screaming. Snap.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Steelers first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Here we go. 15 lining. 15 lining.
On 3rd down, Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And they will take a knee here. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look back to run with counter. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Got it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Fair. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.